What's up, metalheads? Green Bay's Metal Lead here, sitting down with Evoked at the Exodus show. How you guys doing?
Good. Awesome. Good.
You guys just want to introduce yourself, say what you play in the band?
Sure. My name is Jaime Varela. I play the drums.
Jason Schumacher, rhythm guitar, lead vocals.
Cliff Duda, I do bass and some backing vocals.
Alright, so just a little bit of background for people watching. How'd you guys start out? You guys have been a band since 2002?
I started the band in 2002 with a separate group of guys that took me a while to find 3 guys who were solid. But yeah. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
It's been a while. I mean, I really wanted to start a band. I tried out for a couple bands and it just didn't really pan out for me, I should say. And I was like, I want to do my own thing. So I found 3 people and started Evoked. And then they kind of left the band and decided to do other things they wanted to do. So we got Jaime, eventually we got Cliff.
He's the only standing original member, but yeah, together right now, the lineup right now that it's at right now, it's been together since 2010.
Yeah, 2010, and I think this is the lineup. This is solid. I mean, the chemistry is better.
Sure. Alright, look at some stuff on your guys' Facebook page. You have a show with Taproot coming up. You guys also say on there you've been on tour with Seven Dust, Dope, and Soil. Any other dream bands or any other national acts you guys would like to add in the future?
Oh, jeez.
As many as you want, go ahead.
No, man, me, I'm the one that's big into Seven Dust. That's why you always see the Seven Dust thing. That's what we're doing. Yeah, I know, man. And
like 3 of those. You guys were just there in April. We went to that show.
Yeah, we were on the bar stage right in between Cold Chamber and Seven Dust, so it was a cool spot. I mean, these guys could probably agree with me. We'd love to be in the road with big names like your Metallica, and Iron Maiden, impossible bands. But hey, you never know. It'd be the cat's ass for sure.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many. They're looking to Kill Switch to play with. She start.
Yeah. List goes on. Any good advice some of the bands have given you guys? Any national acts? They give you some good advice?
Yeah, when we played Brown County Arena, Soil, talking to them, and they gave us some advice on marketing and merchandising ourselves. Our producer, also the drummer, ex-drummer for Straight Line Stitch, Kinky Laura.
Yeah. His name is Juan Carlos Laura, but he goes by Kinky. I mean, this guy's awesome. He's worked with Mark Rizzo directly from Sepultura, Soulfly.
Wow, nice.
He used to be his touring drummer when Rizzo did his own gig, and he's worked with Max and all them guys from Cavalier Conspiracy, Max and Igor. And he does all sorts of genres. He's done like from Mexican folk bands to hip hop. He's an awesome hip hop producer too.
We're going to hip hop.
Right, yeah. But and the thing is, he's toured with and played drums for all these big national acts. But his main thing that he wants to achieve is be a big name producer. That's what he wants to do. So he's using like his stardom in bands as again his producer name and this or something.
So he's helped us out a lot. Music industry side, letting us know what we should be doing, what we need to do. We also have a management company, Light Agency, and it's a PR company, and they kind of steer us in the right direction and let us know what steps we got to take next.
How'd you guys get hooked up with them? Did you just kind of seek them out, or?
Yeah, I was at a show in Madison with Dystrophy, I think OTEP. Yeah, and I hit it off with Ari from Dystrophy, and we got talking and hooked up with some information, hit up Damon, and who's our manager, and he checked us out, and I said, the potential's there, and let's give it a shot.
3 years
getting there.
Still grinding guy, knows the guy, kind of thing.
Okay.
Any good party stories from the road?
No, man.
One that
Because you're always involved.
maybe one that sticks out.
I have to say Santa scammer. What the hell was that? Santa's
Santa's
Hotel. We got invited to do to headline
Iron
County Rock Fest.
Yeah.
It was like in the Iron County, Michigan fair.
Yeah.
We headlined this event or whatever, and they hooked us up with a place to stay at and all this good stuff, you know. And the place where we stayed at was in the middle of the boonies. It's called Santa's Motel. Dude, literally looked like Santa. And and us and this other band from up there who became really good friends with Kindred. Yeah, we went in that hotel room and just did stupid shit.
That's awesome. Okay, so you guys have a pretty great sound. How do you guys think that that helps separate, you know, from other bands? Not saying that there's not any other great local bands, but you guys definitely have a unique sound. How would you say that separates you?
It separates us quite a bit. I mean, you sit and watch these bands play, and it's like, man, we should do the right thing. You know, should be song. And then we get out and play, and it's like, no, we're doing the right thing. You know? But I think it's awesome. A lot of the bands we play with have their own things. That helps us, you know, stay unique and obviously get people's attention. So, but that's one thing we strive for too, is originality. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel. We're just trying to put our little mark on it, so to speak. We love metal, and that's about it.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, a lot of just like from listening to a lot of metal bands up here, they all, I mean, they somewhat kind of sound the same, you know. But with Evoked, like especially the vocals, that was one of the things that I picked out. Is like you can understand, you know, what you're screaming, which is, you know, that
hear that a lot.
Yeah.
I guess I can just get lucky that way because that's how I sing. I mean, I would love to be Bruce Dickinson. I would love to have Corey Taylor's voice. I would love to have David Stain's voice, James Hetfield's voice, but you know, I just compare myself too much to them. You just gotta be like, use your own voice, do your own thing. Sure. I take a lot of time to write the lyrics when we sit down and write albums. I take my time and I really tedious for it because I want it to be good. I don't want it to be like I'm a freshman in high school, right? You know, rhyme schemes, right? Yeah, exactly. I mean, I put a lot of thought into it, and I do the best I can.
Sure. Kind of one of my questions then, when it comes to the songwriting, do all you guys kind of pitch in, or is it mostly you that handles it?
It's me and Dan, being guitar players, we come up with riffs and ideas.
Okay.
You know, we pile all these riffs and say, wow, that's cool. I hear that being a really cool chorus, and then I write away some words that pop into my head, or a melody that pop into my head, and I say, okay, we got something, let's go with that. So me and Dan get together and work stuff out, and then we'll come to full band practice, and we'll show Clifford behind me what we got, and they'll he starts putting a beat to it, and it's kind of roll, and sometimes things take people in a different direction once we get something right.
That's cool when we got our finished product like this CD, and then you listen to the recording, the demos we did when we first started writing. It sounds kind of,
we don't do that anymore, or we change that. It goes, it's kind of cool, quite the process.
He comes in and we switch it even further.
Yeah, you get can't keep coming in and doing the producing. It's like, oh, we should do this, you try doing this, and then, which is really cool to get an outside perspective.
Sure, yeah. So you guys just came out with a self-titled album recently.
Yep.
Recording process, how did that go? Pretty smooth?
Recording was real easy. No, it was for you.
Of course I did.
But we just took a week recording. We did all the writing. We took it was like a weekend pre-production. We had Kanky come up. Took a little bit of time off, and then we came back and nailed down with recording. And that's not really 8-hour thing. It's kind of we all take off for vacation, and we all get in there whenever we got time to lay down tracks and stuff.
We were in a couple days, 16-hour days where Dan was doing the car tracks. So it was tedious, but it was really good.
And it took you guys a week, you said?
Yeah.
Just to record the actual writing, we stopped. Our last show was with Empire. We opened for Empire in Oshkosh. Yeah. No, it was June. It was June. And then from June until we recorded November?
Yeah. Right before Thanksgiving.
Yeah. And it took us that long to. We got all these cool show offers. And I was like, hey, we're writing, dude. It kind of sucked.
Like a non-point show commits or something.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, King was actually, we were recording.
Yep.
Actually,
Yeah,
recording.
that's right.
We got a non-point.
Yeah.
It's like we're actually recording. So.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
What's the feedback been like on the latest album? Have you guys heard?
It's been, as far as I've heard, completely positive. I haven't heard any criticism, positive, feedback where, hey, you could have done this. It's, everybody loved it because we actually stepped it up on the heavy side a little bit. And that's kind of what everybody was looking forward for us to do.
Yeah.
And everybody's enjoying it, with the vocals and the drumming turned out awesome. Kanky did an awesome job editing and all that stuff. So it all turned out really good, in my opinion. The feedback has been completely great.
Yeah, I was hoping that I put out a couple times, for fans on Facebook to let us know what they thought, what their favorite song was and that kind of stuff. I didn't see anybody respond too much to it, but everybody, every time we put out a song on Facebook, to check out our information. Man, I wrote the vocals. Oh man, that's my kid's ass. Holy shit, I mean, playing. So yeah, it was a lot of positive feedback. Ourselves, I was the only
Harshest critic.
Yeah.
Right.
When it comes to it.
Yeah. And you always get that. I mean, I get it big time. You get done doing an album, playing shows and playing the songs more and more. It's like, damn, I wish I would have did that in the studio, But it gives a live performance a little something extra, I guess.
Sure. Now you guys just got, semi-recently got booked for the Metal Festival in Indianapolis. How stoked you guys to be playing that?
That's funny, awesome.
The first one away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that came through our management. They pushed for it. And hey, you guys want to do it? We submitted a bunch of bands, and they really like you guys. And we're even made it above the bottom two. They kind of split up into three tiers.
Okay.
We're one of the featured bands, I guess. That's really freaking awesome. Yeah. We're really stoked to do it. I'm stoked.
Yeah.
And it's we always do like the Sun Dust Tapper, kind of like the more mellow shows, and that's just how versatile the band is. Where we can get thrown with a bunch of death metal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hopefully
play
with
Exodus.
Yeah, we'll come back next time. We're open for sick puppies.
Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, we got asked to open
too.
at Riverside. As LA 9.
Yeah, so that was the first time I ever saw you guys was at that show. Yeah.
Well, we were at a show here back in January for the Dimebag tribute.
Oh yeah.
You guys decided to blow out the speaker system. So
We always do it, man.
any plans on doing that tonight? And kind of, and when technical difficulties like that happen,
It wouldn't surprise me.
if we don't have technical difficulties.
how do you guys handle that? I mean, does it kind of get you out of your groove a little bit, or is it once that first note hits back, it's boom?
It irks you, but you gotta play it off, and you gotta look professional. And you gotta do it.
Yeah, Cos was really apologetic because what happened was the conditioner went up, which is what.
Okay.
When your power, your main power strip on your amp rack, when you plug in all your amps, it just went out. So,
That's all the fans are just as disappointed as we were.
yeah. But he wants, hey, you guys, I'm really sorry about that. You guys kept it really professional and coming from Cos. You guys know Cos, but that's freaking awesome. When he comes and tells us, goes out of the way, hey, thank you guys for keeping it together and all that. So hey man, shit happens, but it always happens to us. Well, it's a little something
Okay. I think that's pretty much all we have. We have two kind of fun questions for you guys.
Alright.
Something we like to do on our podcast.
Yeah.
Get things going.
Okay, so yeah, Joe.
Our YouTube show, yeah. Pod. Yes.
It's like pod balls at the water.
So if you guys could, each of you pick 2 chicks who you could have a threesome with, who are in the metal world, hard rock world.
Alright, 3 or 2? I'd pick Metal Sanaz and Julia Chernetsky, man. Those 2 chicks are hot. You know, Metal Sanaz and Julia. Like Mistress Julia from Mistress TV.
Okay.
Okay.
Those are my first 2. And then my second 2 is Lizzie Hale. I choose Lizzie Hale. And yeah. And probably Maria Brink.
Nice.
Ooh, that was one of
Nice, that was mine. Her and Christina Scavi were 2 of mine.
Yeah.
She's a fellow Italian, so I had to.
Yeah.
I
met her at band camp. We were backstage. I was thinking, I got hooked up with whatever. She was coming out of a porta potty. She was about to go on. No, she was lined up to go to a porta potty, and I let her ahead of me. She's tiny, man. She's tiny. So I pass on her. All right, what are you 2 chicks? Sorry.
All right. What are you 2 chicks? I would have to say Lizzie Hale and the bass player for Cold Chamber.
Oh yeah.
The newest one.
Yeah.
She was we were right up front for the whole show. She was bad. I
I
mean,
got to see Peter backstage. So.
How tall is she?
Oh, my height.
About your height.
Yeah,
She had heels on.
yeah, she had those heels on.
Oh,
So
alright. She was dressed as a chicken in a t-shirt and had her hair braided nice. Yeah, she was very attractive. Very attractive.
Sure. How about you, Cliff? Or don't call.
What? I'm kind of thinking Old Tap right away.
Okay.
Gotta lean towards that one.
That you'd like to have a threesome with, but she ain't gonna take you.
I'll make it happen. The game is just a
She'll
dress.
take you down.
depends who your second chick is. She might just have to go for it.
Oh, to and her girlfriend.
I don't know. Kind of like the idea that Mistress Julia. I kind of forgot about
Yeah,
that.
she's
I haven't heard about her in a while.
man. Yeah, she's
So much all the time when I think about that metal show on TV. Portrait
No, I
and
was
shit.
fused.
She fused.
Slave to the metal and Mistress Julia.
Yeah. Okay.
Then any guilty pleasure music you guys would like to admit to? If you don't want to.
Shit, I don't know, I got so much. Lately, I've been listening to a lot of Muse.
Okay.
Because they're awesome musicians, in my opinion. Muse, they're not my, pot of coffee or whatever the hell people say, but a cup of tea, that's a cup of tea. Like the party music, like other fail.
Okay.
I'm a huge him fan.
Oh, okay.
What do you think their new song then? The
Strange
Lips Go
World?
Blue or the Lips Go Blue?
I have never heard it yet.
Okay.
I'm waiting for next week Tuesday to pick up the new album.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm excited for that. And I'm hoping they come around and do, we're supposed to be doing 2 tours, one for Tears on Tape and then one just to go on tour.
Yes.
So that would be my
Okay.
Nothing. Everything I listen to is awesome.
That's good.
No, you were looking about Marley.
Oh my
the other
god.
day.
I was like, dude.
Yeah, well, you like 311?
311.
But I like
311.
That's not
the
bad.
bass player.
So
I
you
got
can't
it.
knock
Yeah.
it.
Their 90s stuff's really good. I don't know what they're doing lately, but their 90s.
They're like-
The last one I really got was Evolved. That was pretty decent though. So.
Yeah, that shit's like an era.
Grassroots is a good one. I like
Yeah.
Grassroots a lot.
I really liked Uplifter. I know
Okay.
it's
They only came after Evolver, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I heard some of the songs out there, but I haven't actually picked them up yet.
Yeah. It's got some good songs, I guess.
These lamps look like someone kicked the shit out of them.
Put them together.
It's
Put them back.
Yeah.
Look like drums.
Seriously.
You're
Okay,
gonna
well,
get it here. drum set then.
Speaking of that, I gotta put it together.
I think that's all we got. If you guys want to say anything to Evoked fans out there, or anything,
How they
go for it.
can get a hold of you guys,
Yeah,
Facebook,
you know.
website, anything you guys want to plug, go ahead.
Yeah, we got our main website, www.getevoked.com, and you can get to any of our other sites from there. Our Facebook, facebook.com/evoked, reverbnation.com/evoked.
Check out our management.
Yeah, check out our management page. We're on the roster too. Check out our YouTube channel. We got a bunch of videos.
Get your asses out to the shows.
Get your ass out to shows, buy shit. And we just want to thank everybody that's that's gotten us kind of a little bit of hype that we have. We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you, my friends.
Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you guys
Thanks very
for
much for the
coming
time.
on.
Appreciate it.
And as always, keep it metal.